Dire team ban.
It's Radiant's turn to ban.
Bitch.
It's Dire's turn to ban. What's Radiant's ban plan anyway?
That'd be nice to know.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Documents.
Just who will Dire ban? What's Radiant's ban plan anyway?
Under that assumption? Game advantage is so silly though. Shit.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Files is played in best of.
It's Dire's turn to pick. It's Radiant's pick.
10,
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the grand finals. Best of 5 to determine the winner. Team that takes home $15,000. It's been quite a long road here in Loot.Bet / Dota tournament. 3 weeks ago we started on July 20th here. Plenty of games and a 10-team round-robin group stage. Best of 3s all the way through, and Vega Squadron, they came out ahead there, 8-1 score, and they only dropped the game to Hypermaniacs incidentally, too. But they did beat FlyToMoon, so head-to-head made sure that Vega Squadron ended the group in first place, FlyToMoon second, even though they've got the same score, 8-1, again, only losing to Vega. Hypermaniacs and Vega, they dropped out on 3rd and 4th place, so, well, honestly, so far, we're right on track to have the same results for the playoffs as we had after the group stages. Honestly, if Vega win here, then we could have saved ourselves the trouble of the playoffs altogether, but of course, there's still some story to be written. FlyToMoon have some easier. All of the options. Them, again. Plenty of games were played, but this tournament will find it. My name is DragonDrop. I'm joined by Kips, and we're ready to bring you some good Dota.
I would have been very disappointed.
It's
I would have
Radiant's
missed a lot of Light content. I would have missed a lot of Chris. Although I gotta say, last time, White hold on.
10 seconds now.
Played out a little bit smoothly.
It's Dire's turn.
50 minutes, especially in the best of.
It's Radiant's turn to ban.
Vega Squadron do have a 1-game advantage here. I didn't get the heads up for this, so I'm a little bit caught off guard. In any case, either way, an 80-minute game at the start of something like this, it just takes a little bit out of you.
Is
10
close
seconds.
to fast play. towers. A little bit of
5 seconds.
works well into out of his time. It's not quite as strong of a counter as this.
Certainly, it gives you the ability to just. Through it gives you the ability to try and create a little bit more chaos all of a sudden. Oh, there's a sandstorm here. I'm sure they'll. Oh god, it's a ruined sandstorm, but we're losing health points. Same with the bramble maze potential. There's a lot of things that.
It also
especially if-
really that
Oh, yeah.
a Rubik with
10 seconds. Dire's turn to pick.
Not to mention any sort of combo potential. And Centaur Warner has been banned out and have other go-to offlaners. Cool, I mean, not Omni-Knight either. Heroes like Mars. Available. I mean, FlyToMoon have not prioritized it. Squadron. That in a repertoire.
10 seconds.
they could use fight right now.
5 seconds.
Plus that ultimate. Glad to see. Well, the first hero I really back in a bit. Are def. Problem is that
Good point to just use your reserve time and try and figure out what your strategy is actually gonna look like. Come on, guys. Can you stop spamming that in the freaking draft? Start muting people at this. But yeah, I mean, you have to decide. All right, do we want to focus on our own synergies, on our own pushy type heroes? Just yeah, try and dodge out FlyToMoons. Get ahead that way. Or do we want to try and match with pivoting into some sort of pace of void combination? For example, there's plenty of things that have been floating around during this time.
hard because I like the Mars the most.
It's Radiant's pick.
Yeah, double down. Fight support. Combo.
Dire should pick now.
Gyrocopter comes out. That's a bit surprising to me because it's not often to see Gyrocopter with that little ball companion. Pendium cube, say sometime. Right, cosmetics, of course, I'm talking.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Companion coup.
it's
What's Radiant's
by far
band
the best.
plan?
Just in a way of the wholesomeness it adds, you know, all the hearts and then the nice little portal music sounds. It's pretty good. But now Bristleback.
And this gyrocopter, for example, in
10 seconds.
magical burst, but
5
Gyro
seconds.
gets its up,
Just who will
a ton of damage. This is also once again a team fight. But
Turn your back on, especially against it. It tries to run you down, you just run away, and tries to use Rocket Barrage. He's probably gonna end up doing more damage to him.
10 seconds.
Then the Bristleback, and especially Gyrocopter without the Wisp, That's actually a very squishy hero. You gotta be very, very careful about how deep you go. There's some sort of counter initiation. The Rubik rotating in as well. It's a little bit tougher to play this hero.
Dire now. It's Radiant's pick.
Imba Spirit.
Back one. Or is this gonna be last?
No, wouldn't you say that Bristleback stand straight up D? He's been playing Phenoman.
That is true, actually. That is true.
10 seconds.
And previously, oh yeah, he had a great mid dazzle.
5 seconds.
What can I say? Can be an annoying. Then
Second. Discord seemed to be service really fast.
You sound like a robot.
Alright, this is a Discord issue. Perfect. Western Europe seems to be the way to go rather than Central Europe. Quickly caught and fixed as Iceberg. Alright, he's warmed up with that hero at least. So perhaps a bit of an advantage from the lower bracket. You already into the mindset a little. We're gonna play officials here where we're getting into the zone. And that's certainly important for but you can't necessarily afford too many deaths on the hero. You need to be on top of it.
Crystal made nice home. FlyToMoon. Squadron have the man is God on, but you have to be. There's actually a. Wouldn't be surprised if. Neither of which items.
To fit it in nunchuck or something?
Right. What is it?
Cave versus Iceberg.
I was like, excuse me? Pikachu is Iceberg.
Law
you meant the
Brothers, you know?
heroes.
the heroes this time. DM on this Bristleback. So I'm personally not too big a fan of this hero. Like it's it can do work, but it can also fall flat on the enemy team gets to a position where they can just ignore him, you know?
30 seconds.
Get rid of everybody else, maybe build some sort of break. I mean, this is not necessarily gonna be Silver Edge carry in this game.
Well, who builds this?
Again, as I'm saying, it's not exactly super comfortable for anyone inside of FlyToMoon. Gyro would probably be the closest if he wants to itemize more utility role, but I think they're gonna need him to.
At last, yes.
Either way, it's interesting drafts on both sides. We don't get to see a Gyro without an eye all that often, and Bristleback also not necessarily the most popular. Even when... Okay, maybe a little bit more when DM is involved.
That I said, oh, this is, yeah, they're gonna... Not. With this... have dual, you need to have at least 5 on it. The Bristleback instead. Nisha the... Pop out for the...
sentry up already. Flow eventually, once he figures out that it's there. It does have an extra one though, so
Oh, you want some of this?
coming prepared to make sure that the M is. Leave last few on the tight bottom, trying to secure. You gotta be a bit careful. Of course, a big health pool. A lot of armor to work with though, with the slows, together with the right click, piece on rocket barrage, which will come out eventually. For now, actually, first point in black. Incidental harassment.
Once Arc goes last hero or so bad to me. Neither of these solos
Almost. Sure about this whole actually. Oh my god, it is.
thought he was slick.
Thought he was fine, but so he didn't TP home. The rocket. Actually enough damage. It's 100, it's not too bad early on. You'd figure, alright, maybe rocket barrage, if you had that, it would have been killed before the TP. But hey, not TPing home means to get the first blood anyway, so no harm, no foul. This last hero is still in there, but gotta be careful not to have a self-cancelled. The flag cannon. At least they're not missing out on the experience.
That is actually... It's going to help out this. Was probably helping them.
Having a bad
Basically Rubik's best.
Right now, want to fly is.
He was pretty low already here, Iceberg. Quite dived the tower, but actually a bit dangerous. Understood always with stick and yeah. Tough, but hey. Wait for the South to really feel comfortable engaging into this. So a couple of extra free lasted to the 9, 20 and 4 for Iceberg. He's on the fly.
And here's a fortification.
Well, he's on the fly, rotating bottom. So but I can't help but feel that this Ring of Basilius is just his best attempt at a Crystal Maiden cosplay.
A group known basically.
Oh, what?
It's a solo kill.
What? Who's winning the lane and the GP just gets to do this? I was not ready for that one at all, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I am so hyping you up, and then I haven't been watching you.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the Vega girl.
I mean, I am a bigger fan. Can't you hear that? I heard myself say it, and I was like, oh, bias caster, bias.
Just gotta embrace it, you know. Once a shark, always a shark. You can't shake that. A bit of trouble, boots it up. It's kind of low, I'm not sure if he wants to continue, but plenty of nuke damage from the support, so bad. Well, so dead this time around too. Slayer, double kill. Who's the carry now, he says. We do see that Ark lost a lot of his health points in this exchange. This is always going to be a constant thing. Without the IO, or even just the Warlocks, some sort of support that can you have to rely on spicy. Now buying some of your own region, I guess.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he's going to go into his item build.
Time to go.
Lifesteal. Mask of Madness. But that has fallen out of... Without the IO, Arc might still have to think...
Gets the bounty rune here, might pay with his life for it, but hey, hashtag worth, am I right? So bad. Another one at the end, well. There's still one left to be taken up, so it's B for Vega.
It would be
Will
really
be.
Don't look too scared of Radiant's top tower.
know that once again. On the Mirana complete. Work on. Or again, he's got a back. I can't help but.
I think it's about time though that Misha done. He's been loitering on the other side of the map, and now he's got himself a set of Banisher for the slows. Enter Conqueror for the Storm. Iceberg perhaps in a bit of trouble here, just short of level 6 actually. No way out as GPK comes in to help out and give them the damage that they need. Also not completely out of the woods. I mean, there's not another stun for 10 seconds. Couple of right clicks, maybe Misha went too deep. The Brambles will be dodged, but now TPing out. The Rocket's not going to reach in time, is it? Nope. Will have to settle for his army.
Little bonus for.
You ready for the dunk? Look at Misha. And boom. Satisfying. That's the most satisfying sound. Changed my mind.
Like as a solo single sound. Now you got tapping into. You have to be challenged like.
This ain't yours.
I like the sound of the hit arrow.
That's why you like Slayer playing Mirana so much.
Oh yeah, that's joy to see. Skill shot show that you know where everyone mind. Walk somewhere you already just want to fly. Just this is funny, but that's just important message on
Now I'm looking at Misha though. Rocket is in. The Bramble Maze is making things a little bit more annoying as well. For Vega to defend this one, but a toss back. Dota unable to maintain damage on the hero, so once again only they all creep. Or at least it's not like a Helm of the Dominator, but a ton of extra.
Oh,
Is Dire
he's
going to
been
let
building
that
that.
middle tower fall?
Speedy rune
Yeah.
of haste.
Indeed, so not much to do soon, but hey, GPK with a haste rune, always gonna fly. Caught in the crosshairs. Down. Once again, fire heroes versus ice heroes. A lot of it. Maybe it has to do that fire heroes tend to be carries here. Could be the supports.
I can accept the whole fire versus ice thing. City was just.
You know, just gotta push boundaries sometimes.
I really like this. In this game, they already had GPK down there, tower, and now said this is Ark's lane.
Not ideal. Then again, you could also decide to start fighting a little bit more Misha. Not loading supports, so Slayer should be able to finish it off. Meanwhile though, Rocket Rush over on the Rubik as well. Punishing Vega Squadron overstaying the welcome in the local jungle.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Too bad, so
Radiant structures are fortified.
beside him. But tad imagine that
Zero. It's a lot of damage here, Flo, with a max out Sandstorm, even without the Veil, which, well, that kill going his way, he'll have it.
Dire don't look too scared of Radiant's top tower.
We'll just head up the rune. Squadron. Fight with one less hero. GPK caught in the middle, but 1, 2, 3 heroes up against him. There's a defensive rendered out, but he really wants a rune here. Slayer those snagging one away. Below the other.
Is Dire going to let that
A
middle
little bit
tower
unlucky
fall?
here, at least PM.
Dire don't look too scared
Misha.
of Radiant's top tower.
Go cap the other side of him.
yeah, use it. GPK's damage room. Go for tower. Imagine that with the army and mythic. Flow's already there though.
He's kept it there, yeah. I don't think you want to try and make your way through him.
Once the Sand King's there,
yeah.
you have to go find yourself.
There's no easy way to initiate.
Dire's top tower is about
Alright,
to
on to the next one then. Iceberg up top. And they can just know each other. Okay. Plays his cards right. Be able to set up for so bad coming through, but Berg smells danger, so he out of there.
This is definitely normally a out-level the safe laner.
So you're still holding his own down bottom. That's not...
I mean, there's just not holding his own for much longer.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you thought you were winning?
that was I don't know, I'm trying to find a word that is family friendly. I'll just leave it at that as a mid. The epicenter's coming through, GPK. Indeed, yeah, I guess it's a good way to put it. GPK at least, he does get out. Epicenter more or less wasted. He did get the remnant to safety. Trying to secure another rune for him, but hey, joke's on you. It's
Dire's
bottom.
middle tower is under attack.
Quite
Radiant's
going
top
there.
tower is under attack.
Illusion.
And oh, that's the same double. And they tower either in the one of bottom one finally connect to the board that they've had.
Much time left on that. Always gotta be careful. Let's have a remnant, and he gets to jump it. Feels like there was a time, there would have been an opportunity for an Vortex.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And get it off in time.
It's one of those cases where it's hard to decide if you should bend it at
Radiant
all.
just fortified.
The mate rotation bottoms that are looking for this tier 1, which can flow. Always ways needed. This time though, it seems like they might want to make a play. First, always want to fly. Team is right top last hero. Not exactly ideal flow. He has to play his way out of there, which yeah, but not available. But you just can't fight into a wrist back yet. I mean, maybe FlyToMoon think differently. Having a show of force down here. I'll let this one go.
They're going to.
What?
I love watching these.
Nothing good happening to Radiant's
Made it himself. He wants to get the. At least he got the region rune away from Slaughter, right?
Do Radiant want their middle tower?
Hard to call
Ready
it,
for the
but
jump.
the impact is not small. Blowing up these. Is that a full Kaya?
Can't have but the empty bubble, so using that aggressively at least for the next mid zone. There was also plenty of time. Despite the 4 deaths, last hero was still able to find enough farm himself quite the early blink back. 4 points up an avalanche, 2 on top. Start hitting quite hard with that already, so the burst power is online. They're connected with it, but for now. Settled on the top lane. He's hanging around, so he sees what's going on. Once again, has to retreat. 2-for-2 trade across the map.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Moon have given up on the bottom tower just by now.
If you're not
Right now, TM is a
Yeah.
tank.
backbones of us. Radiant subs fortified.
And that keeps starting for this time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now he is try and bait bad things.
This Iceberg can make it a play on him, but gets lifted before he can get the Vortex out. Down the Blinket from last hero. Follow-up damage is real. Iceberg gets another jump though, super low. So bad, not enough mana in the tank to actually keep chasing. Ooh, living life on the edge here. GPK was a little bit quicker. His own rotation in. Could have been a kill right there, but hey, front lines. This is what you need to do when you pick a Bristleback. Leverage his the impossibility of killing him. And just barrel down lanes. Zero. Correct, not quite slightly though. Slave will get the W right, so he's still very much alive. The fear comes through. Almost on the fly through the bramble, through the stuns. A lot being done, but mostly on the Bristleback and now the heal to offset all of this damage. Always on the fly. They just sitting there inside his ultimate, getting him the kills. But now Iceberg for GPK again. This remnant from Iceberg right there with him. Back and forth, but it's not enough damage. A couple of bottle charges keep him alive. Another remnant Slayer and Iceberg out of tools. Meanwhile, Ark being slowly but surely killed off by DM, who's on a triple kill. He was alive during all that. They do run down GPK after all. They did find the brambles. There were no more remnants back, but that was quite a tough one to accomplish on. Almost didn't work out.
Trade in the end.
Yeah.
I do think it's very good decision for Iceberg to go for the backlines instead of after his.
I'm not sure if that's a hero that can make a play on here. They're gonna try anyways. Down to a half health, sitting inside the sandstorm, moves it up again. Follow-up control from Iceberg. They almost have enough. But he's still alive though. Pretty low. Ark trying to intercept here at the end. All he can do is stand there, and ultimately it is enough with the follow-up double kill into last hero as well. Takes a full-on rocket barrage, gets tossed away towards Flow, and then also scouts out the fact that there's vision out there, but last hero, well, true to his name in this particular area of the map. Die. Hey, Flo, got sentry, so they also get the ward out quickly. Second round does go decisively towards Flo.
I'm not sure Vega was asleep.
Radiant's getting
Their Ember
friendly with
Spirit
Dire's
wasn't
bottom
quite
tower.
back into the. He doesn't want to fight. He already got back on the top.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He probably told him I was like, but back we can do.
Thought he wasn't tanky enough, which is crazy to think of.
After how tank, but that was back when I.
Also, with the stun, Sand so
Dire's
he was
top
able to
tower
get on the other side of the Bristleback. Sure that a lot of this epicenter damage came in to the front of the Bristleback.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about full. Dire's top tower has some Radiant shape.
Slows down bottom. Just Iceberg. Oh, they see him. He has no mana whatsoever. Oh no, he does have a single little jump last year, right there. So the full 5-man lineup coming through, and well, at this point, I'm just gonna smile and say, "Hey guys, I found them. You guys, keep pushing."
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This towers will go down before anyone will even reach theirs. Well, not quite, but close
Jax
enough.
thinks Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There you go. They have plenty of pushing power. FlyToMoon doesn't.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower has some Radiant-shaped problems.
Yeah, the cover parse on the other side of the map. One people working.
Found and punished immediately, not here. get some, get the stone rolling, I guess. Rolling stone. Anyway, there's a bit of fight here that we should be talking about. Senki, below too low in fact, so now looks like that again. He does have a bit of mana to get up to the high ground. Arc trying to take on the front lines here. GPK right into his arms, into Brambles, into the fear. He's gonna die instead now. God, no, so bad also. Not completely out of the woods. If they want to try and chase him down a little bit further, another view available for Tier 1 still there, last year also showing. Leave that as it is.
Vision got the order immediately. He has no way to know exactly what's... Got a little bit of a feeling that Iceberg feels like there's a bit... Face it, this is the best of the rest match. CIS. These are the teams apart from Navi and V. It's the last couple of... There are some egos on the... It's just a hunch, but I'd like to see them logically going after each other. That can only add fireworks.
Suddenly have the heroes forward, but now Roshan being gone on the end. He's still maybe I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, FlyToMoon, that's sinking at the ready with the blink. Instead, they're looking for a fight. Fly slow down in front, the end. On the front lines here, first fight goes in, and also Iceberg trying to finish off the E1 first. Chen, he's going to fall, maybe not just yet. He gets that heal out. Iceberg forced to retreat one last was mana. Meanwhile, last hero though, being brought down on the other side of the map. So bad, stole that also. 2-for-1 trade is the course on offliner, but Iceberg he's not ready to continue fighting here. So Vega, ultimately enough of an advantage gained to secure that Aegis. Now GPK has an extra tool that he can use to just be as blind as he wants to and fall back off the second life.
And they're fighting in the right front there with advantage for FlyToMoon. FlyToMoon gets split up, they don't quite dare to pop.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
Yeah, if he gets split up against China,
Master's rune of illusion.
damage. Both of the big early game, full pipe, full Crimson Guard.
Helpful. A lot of games here this week.
This is going to... No more like he's going to save the Ember for the... Talking about before. Because I was saying Ember really wants to fight in this. He's going to try the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
more engaged. Sure, a load of enough to...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Thought we were talking about the Senki because Flo also has one. So, oh what?
Thus ends the lesson.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah, she walked up a high ground where for a moment there they were both rooted by each other's disabled, so they were both standing still, just looking at eyes full of hatred, but unable to attack or move. It was pretty.
There's a right there. Arch, what the hell are you doing there? Well, he's gonna get some help from Iceberg and an extra try in GPK. Oh, this Venga's not gonna last forever. And now the turn off into a full throw strike. And slips into a jump. Well, maybe not, but he does have the Aegis. He wants to use it here, but he needs to get something out of this one last year with a toss back, but it's only on the storm. He'll be back to safety soon. So that was a fight that was not all too costly for FlyToMoon. I mean, sure, the shrine, but ideally you want more than that out of an Aegis.
Yeah, for sure. And they didn't have any... So Vega immediately passed smoke.
Fly, he's gonna tank it. It's a best case scenario. I mean, okay, not quite, but the next best one. Best case scenario is you dodge the tide.
Look at Dire's
This thing is one of your
Puppy said so long ago, this is...
Rift rewarded. Never refuse.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
come forward here at the end. They're isolated here. They could make a play on them, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. Dropping absolutely everything they have between the four of them. Epicenter channel just in case they needed it, but hey, it was a kill. Don't always get that given to you now. The rocket flying over so bad. Threatened by Iceberg before he thought better of it.
About it was rather. Pops is right. Is that suspect? Now she's playing around with blood.
Ready to go, catches him, and now comes into the trouble. Does have a first strike if he could just get it out. And but hey, last hero. The right moment to blink in, and he does find it. Kill. Be closer towards it. More initiation. Burst potential together with this active save. Overall though, I mean, 26 minutes in, gold graph has never been more than 2k for any team. It's grazed the 4k mark for Vega a moment ago. This is still pretty even, isn't it?
It is. That we were... Well, Gyrocopter has a back and
Dire are scanning for enemies.
It's played with the Agons. Yeah, just burn his mana, but none of it's useless here. Try again. This time, yes, an GDP comes in, double chain Slayer. Slain, and now Archipel is all alone. That was questionable at the best. You need the entire team if you want to bring down Bristleback. It's just a fluke.
yeah, they needed 4 ultimates to... Well, 4 heroes, 2 ultimates.
Nice.
That hasn't been seen for a while.
The Radiant Wand.
Well, they get a couple of towers as well as top as this Iceberg can do easily. Not creep in on top, but a little bit too early to start thinking about. Too early to start controlling up the map a little bit more. So vision. High ground again. Liable to be deep immediately though once Vega.
And Vega really have to pay themselves a little bit. While they're at 4k gold.
Tower decks.
That...
A bit cheeky with the sandstone fall, but now he's become trapped, and maybe he's baiting here. This ultimate from this made another jump away from so bad. Just walk away from each other, exchanging a few ultimates here and there. Somebody here, Flow, move away. Chop, Slayer, and Iceberg.
They smelled blood right up until... Smells even better. Yeah.
The Rune of Many Winds, as I like to call it. One of them, as they do find Senking after all, but so bad. Joining in, almost stalled for a second, but no. He is inside the sense on there for detection, so Iceberg, well, not a lot of mana to really turn this into anything other than just limited damage. They are the one to go down, always want to fly. He almost died to the end there, but he did get a TP out, only just. Getting a bit dicey here for FlyToMoon, isn't it? Wave here, Stormswind zips through, that's through the call now. Like over on Nazi, completely as tanky as the M will be, but so far kept him alive as long as it possibly could. They already made a decision, get the hell out of here. Came for, which is tier 3, so shrines are open up.
FlyToMoon to go over that road. There are not only 2 towers behind, it doesn't turn itself automatically on.
Top of that, a tier 1 mid for Dice. Let's stand in GPK, pops the BKB defensively. Alright, I mean, not for lack of trying, it's just poking bit. It doesn't have any support. Use that BKB defense. We'll be back as soon as Roshan respawns. About a minute on the clock on that one. Probably battle smoke preceding that from Vega. Kill 2.
And I imagine that mobile hero hovering around back and forth while one of the other group try to come in. Gets it. Very least does have vision of.
Look at Dyer's bottom tower, Jax.
Fair vision. That's maybe the next time they can actually leverage their teamfight prowess a little bit better, because last time they kind of threw in brambles and then fall down in as the pit was already empty. So they wanted that to go, but instead, for now, more emphasis on these side lanes.
Setup that FlyToMoon tried to do, lane failed.
Radiant are
One
scanning
up
for
to
enemies.
top.
Oh, my last hero! Down a half health from a single combo, but
That was risky.
I believe they did see floaty being have a bit of a ward up there.
Vega didn't know. Fly
Keep it out as well a little bit earlier. Storm's a little bit trickier, you know, especially if he has an arcane rune bottles, he can just slip across the entire.
Aghanims. This man is
Still stacking up, at least trying to stack up these cannons. Failed on the Ancients, but this is prime real estate for DM to continue. Has the radius already, 670 gold, more towards that B as well, but it looks like they want to make a move before that. Smoked up GBK right now.
he's got the power back.
Straight to the road pit, but this one hasn't scouted out the smoke breaking or not. On these Chen creeps. FlyToMoon, they know exactly what's going on. Hell. Coming through, ready to go on Gyro as well. But this one they're committing first strike from Vega, but there it is, the perfect center on everybody. Iceberg with the BKB. Dying at the Roshan. Who got the Aegis? I have no idea. This got snatched so much later by Iceberg. Of all people, an absolute disaster. Triple kill for Flow. The last burst strike reflected by the Lotus Orb, but nothing else that DM can do there.
This is what I was
my
worried
God.
of last Roshan fight. If FlyToMoon roll their abilities down like that, there is no way in or out, and I can't help but feel that they shouldn't have used last year at all. Besides that, did you see it?
I don't know. That was he was in the middle of the pit. I have no idea what was going on there. Didn't get his BKB off. I think he must have just been bursted down by the burst like epicenter.
He might have been in there to imagination.
Yeah. Crazy thing is, Roche died a couple of seconds later only. The Aegis was still sitting there, so Iceberg plenty of time for him to get that into his inventory. Now they're getting 2 towers as well as a Rax on top of that. FlyToMoon, they've just single team fight and they have a sizable advantage off of it. I mean, they will lose Slayer, but what last hero? Made his own life for it.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Remember
All
the
of a
gold
sudden-
graph that we were talking about earlier? It was
Oh,
what,
yeah.
4k for Vega, and now it's 10k.
It's not the biggest of swings, but after how steady for a while, it's how much they've. It feels a little bit like they've forgotten why they have the fights, because I don't think FlyToMoon. Around that up until the rush bit without grabbing and picking himself up. Caught like that. That.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
See what they can do with this advantage, but the Vega Squadron can
Dire's
recover.
bottom tower is under attack.
Reset for a moment.
Oh, and there's
Slow down so there's no relentless follow pressure that you sometimes see. Oh yeah, by the way, there's also another tier 3 that we're setting up.
Well, here's the big problem where you have this.
No whining now.
It is much harder to come back again if you didn't quite focus on it. Now that they're ahead and in 5 minutes,
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
there's near PKB up on Always Wanna Fly as well. They are not really going to split up anymore. And at that point you're going straight to the face, and that's what you're avoiding all game long.
Dire's
We're going in again, GPK. BKB charge forced out. 9-second one, like he's used it twice. Able to. What?
Not
It's a lot of money
realized.
actually for support here.
There was a... I was saying that... Well done.
If they do split up, then it's an opportunity for Vega to find exactly these type of kills. You know? Try and poke and prod a little bit here and there, try and delay it, and continue to give yourself more room, even more of those, and build some sort of say lead, or rebuild some sort of momentum, or at least stifle it. Another round of items up on your core. But, that's also the next question. BPKs are behind. 16,500 per vehicle low, scratching that 20k mark. And then the other core is the Bristleback, who's itemized super tanky. Even at Radiance, like at this point, it's not that big of a damage dealer anymore either. They're not no BKBs involved, but now they're fighting. First strike, catches 3 here with that open. The thing will stall 3 itemized. BKBs will protect FlyToMoon. That's just running straight at Vega Squadron. Next one is DM, actually super low in the front, but all of his items being pressed means he can stay alive. The root, oh, follow stump on the stomp, but if they can get this kill as the Aegis just expires. The worst possible timing. As far as FlyToMoon is concerned. Might get more, Always Wanna Fly. Rear guard. Well, just making sure that the rest of clean escape.
And it just as
No.
Float picked up, thought that they were going to, but instead DM survives through everything that gets thrown at. He's now got the spell lifesteal up. That much harder of a target to take.
Wish he had space to get an Octarine core on top of that as well. Yeah, have you ever seen that? It's
I
actually
have.
ridiculous. Wait,
He does have the space. Like what? His magic wand gonna do?
I guess, yeah. I mean, he's still seems to be turned on the PKD instead. To operate and not get kited, I guess. It's the, like,
Radiant are scattered.
there's a decent chain. And they actually need him to be in the middle of the fight, pressing button right there. Because that's pretty decent too with the warpath. Fastest right click there. But...
I imagine that he'll value buyback over 50, but he's getting there. And once he has buff on back, he's going to have that much more lightning coming out. It will make him real hard to push in.
Mjolnir, especially with all of this random damage and fight, well, like the Sandstorm, the Peddler maybe, but certainly also the Crystal Blade and all.
Vega still
Even tiny. See him now, and on the back door, Misha, much easier target to bring down. Also, much less in control of Vega. If you have to give up a hero.
he was carrying.
Oh wow.
It's why he was that
good.
far out of position. Not realizing that the
Rip. Actually, has quite a few aura items at this. That's neck. Quite useful in fights.
That said, as long as he gets off that god, he's done his job.
Over here now.
After ult and ton of damage and big clustered.
Double damage.
Tough when the Alpha Strike is so strong. FlyToMoon, having a lot of gap close, just running in right in front of your face. It's gonna be hectic. You don't always to wait for the right spell to steal, you know?
Yeah, at
To
some
do
point.
something right then and there. It's a little bit tough, especially with these BKBs, still 9 seconds on her gyro. He's gonna come Mjolnir on top of that fusel, and the Satanic as well, so he's extremely hard to kill right now. Also, he went for the mini doom, has a nullifier in the back here. Cane Rune is triggered. Swap that in, and that's a good solution to a hero like Ember Spirit. Heroes from BKB. Get out. Good nullified, of course.
Dire are
Rock.
scanning friends.
Item time.
It's on the fly, just letting it go, but DM committed with his own BKB. That's Iceberg jumping into the backload together with Flow, and not coming through, but the nullifier coming into play together with that. Blood Thorn into that GPK. Doesn't allow it to work with, but the rest of his team, not all of them. That's not true at all. You triple kill for Iceberg, as he just doesn't stop jumping. Yeah, Cane Rune doing work. One holy missile still falling up the rune. Oh no. And another one, DM all alone, and this is the best time for them to finish him off a full 5 and 1. GG is called, only GG.
Oh, I was about to say, this is what you call it as Vega, because it's not just that you get life back, but also that FlyToMoon has realized that by now they can't jump past this person back. Everyone on the team, too much mobility. The backlines.
It's Dire's turn to ban. What's Radiant's ban plan? And just who will Dire ban?
That's why the odds on the win.
It's Radiant's
I
turn.
selected the wrong one. I clicked on
It's Dire's
map
turn.
1 winner for the live odds. Should have been map 2. Because it's...
Ten seconds.
Sure Loot.Bet didn't know about the advantage.
5 seconds. What's Radiant's ban plan anyway? It's Dire's turn.
What's,
It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Shadow Demon.
It's Radiant's turn to pick.
10,
Dire should pick now. It's Dire's turn to ban.
Gyrocopter.
Just hold Dire ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're all tied up here in this best of 5 Vega Squadron with the 1 game advantage coming in from the upper bracket. But FlyToMoon, period team game. So now we are here down to a best of 3. Both teams need 2 more wins to claim place here in the
10 seconds.
tournament. Shadow Demon and once again the Gyrocopter.
5
Appearance for
seconds.
FlyToMoon, so never change your running system, I guess. Decent amount of work there, to say the least, but Chen and Tiny also once again Vega Squadron.
Though Vega have the last means that, or I'm sure
What's Radiant's ban plan anyway?
with the last pick that leverage that counter pick on Shadow Demon, while that it's classic on
It's pretty good. Drop
10
and make sure the Gyrocopter can walk in. And Soul Catcher is
5
also
seconds.
extremely powerful in this stage. When you have super tanky heroes on the other side. Tiny, he gets a pretty big health pool, so being able to take away 40% of that with a single button press happens. It's a good tool to have in your
It's
repertoire.
Radiant's pick. It's Dire's turn to pick.
It's a Sand King, so that switches up a little bit, right? Actually, me and last year Sand King and
It's Radiant's turn
instead
to
in a
pick.
support role.
Yeah, I think so bad is definitely
Alright, I think it's Slayer Marana again, together with the Shadow Demon roaming around.
I know you're a fan of the iceberg. I'm a fan of this.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying the one time Iceberg played
seconds.
Marana, he was just freaking godlike. I don't think it was enough
But-
for them to win the game, but
5 seconds
But
remaining.
wasn't Mirana also?
yeah, it's so hard to judge.
It's Dire's turn.
So hard to make a decision. I don't think either one is better necessarily. They both do the job perfectly well in whatever position they end up in. But with the OD, play a Mirana and not just a setup with the Shadow Demon to the other one from the OD.
They were completely, you know, if you got the rate, they're gonna take, and
10
they're gonna
seconds.
try lane. Sand King,
5
this
seconds.
matchup, not counter. Not play a try lane, but at the very least, lock this Shadow Demon and Mirana. Most help.
Wait and see what that match be, of course.
It's
The
Dire.
last pick. Draft the Ban of the Mars, just in case. FlyToMoon, they're still looking for not necessarily even off laner, but certainly solo laner. 3 position. Sure. We go for you, dude. We go back to something like an
10
Earth Shaker,
seconds.
provide a bit of extra control.
5 seconds.
But axe, but a lot of system. Even though I like the axe, I think great synergy. Mars is out. Omni Knight. Chantress. Wiped off.
Probably a good idea. I mean, you have the Tiny for a bit of burst. For a while. Looking for the light. What is good against it? Think about Sniper, but then you also have to consider... I mean, GPK has played Sniper before, hasn't
He has, yes,
it? Be worth a bet?
masterclass in positioning.
It's not a crazy amount of jump. The OD can go into this Blink Dagger. Hope that tends to get
Dire should pick next.
They have a
Radiant.
lot of range.
the Pugna instead.
Offlane. Great synergy.
It's,
Both
yeah.
Gyrocopter. Well, they're going to have so much attack speed.
Oh yeah.
Sniper!
You can choose now, if you're able.
I mean, the problem made the we're discussing, alright. Who do we hate more? Do we hate the Pugna or the Sniper? Side on Ben and the Pugna, which means okay in hit. This could be a bit annoying here if the game goes a little bit later this time. I mean, imagine trying to go high ground against Thinkings.
Oh, it's absolutely. Going high ground in Mana. Neither of these teams are. I gotta say, I feel like FlyToMoon was.
10 seconds.
And sure, this is a classic pick. Got their
5
tri
seconds.
lane. Last year on it. Oh, but
Certainly make for an interesting game 3 here. Grand finals time, in case you're just tuning in. Already missed quite a good performance there for Quick reminder about our sponsor, of course, making Loot.Bet. You can use the promo code LEAGUE. Get a deposit bonus of 200 euros to bet with. So check that out. Also giving away PlayStation and VR. And that promo code also comes in handy. If you like that, and if you like the sound of that, if you want to try your luck, check that out. They don't think about any of that right now. He's secured from second place regardless. Also a decent chunk of change.
스캔
Go
돌려야 돼요.
couch.
스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
This isn't like
Well,
well, already made up my mind.
FlyToMoon are pretty bold walking up the ground here.
Don't it?
It's not always that. I mean, it can go both ways. I mean, too many heroes up there. Sometimes they're none at all, and then you
30
actually get
seconds to battle.
to walk
Sure
up there and
beats the
wrap
courier
around
races,
towards
Ajax.
rune spotting.
Yeah, well, the thing is that especially you need to leverage or you're the most deadly. Piranha is far away. So if you catch all, stand a lot better chance. And they're already up.
Time to raise bloody hell.
Runes being exchanged so bad, snagging the next bottom for Vega, but 2 going away. Big deal. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, we're going to see last hero. Always gonna be.
Guess I'll just be farming. So no real cube thing. It's gonna be a bit annoying with the sense. Ogre is big and fat, and it's a lot of base region, so it can stand that for a while. That is now disruption into arrow. Involved on top of that. Yeah, try and keep them away. We're good.
Quite a bit behind. On the damage just.
See what the Slayer is. Whether he prayed to Yanji gods. He ate his cereal, one of those. I mean, it's more of a skill shot rather than Yanji. Not.
More
but,
anticipate.
gotta be on top of it. You gotta watch for these arrows, you know. Hide behind creeps. Make sure that you have enough room to actually dodge the arrow if you see it. If you're sitting in between trees, it's...
Or the other way around, you gotta tag in all the time. Which is another way in which Piranha is tiring. Constantly. It's not. Surprised to FlyToMoon's gotta know. Although, attempt was made mid lane.
Wow.
Send him up.
Oh, they did it! Set him up, knock him down, Astral Imprisonment, that's... touchdown. I mean, it's not just the disruption as a setup. It's also for the ODs. It's very, very easy for Slayer to make these things happen, rotating into the mid lane. It's necking up an Arcane Rune as well, so it's even more arrows. They could make that same play again, couldn't they? GPK if he's a little bit too
So
close.
bad's rotating in. Oh.
Advantages here, Slayer. Okay, that's a good one up. 1 and 2 and another one. Ah, that hurts.
Another one.
Another one. Another one. Slayer has a few leaps to work with, but so bad is right there with a only level 1, so it's still just a toss. Quite find something to toss. But yeah, that's Oh, what? The arrow? She straight up lands on the so bad, but the Rocket Rock not isolated to him. One of these handsome creeps coming through now. Well, that's self-destruction there if I always want to fly. Being body blocked a little bit back and forth, a few more right clicks, and I guess these tosses coming with cooldown. Oh no, he still gets a neutral crit deny. Took a little bit too long for the whole boulders. Oh.
That is rough.
He lost 17 gold though.
Oh, gold. Well, that is one net worth.
That would have been very sad.
And I'm
And also
concerned about
impossible.
this top lane. Is really want to be able to pressure it. Style. Passive tri lanes where farm.
Haste.
One mid lane. DPK actually can't win this mid lane. It's hard.
Bad. He's shooting here, tossing him back, also on fly aggressive destruction, but still down, but it's done. Brought down by the end. The damage over time enough to even get him the kill.
I want to note here. 5 CM.
Boom! Bullseye!
And he's gonna be a lot for.
It's without a setup. So bad rotating in. Misses that toss. Iceberg can hang around for one or more click. Gonna kill after the imprisonment. And yeah, I mean, if that happens, it'll just help you secure lane at the same time though.
Vega step. Pick on the ledge.
My thrift rewarded.
Realize that, but hard when
I'll take your comment.
have been different throughout the past couple of
Small little golems. But hey, beyond that though, highlights one of the nice little extra counters that you have against it. Throwing a couple of arrows, thinning out that these big creeps, if you are lucky, but it was again golden.
It's gonna go with me. Currently for golems. A lot of mana for them. Well, one thing is, last year, again,
Though there's only so much you can do. I mean, he's blocked up the cat now with the. He shared the experience, but it's gonna be hard for them to approach. Even just with the level 1 and the cosmic finale. But the guerrilla action is still happening top. Time and time again, always on the fly. He's trying to sit on the side and set up, but he really can't. He just always gets bursted down. So bad involved. So, reach your own, but prison before he can toss Iceberg around. Both sides being active. FlyToMoon though, they're relying heavily on Slayer landing arrows, and right now he's been busy trying to make sure that Chen can build up a big army. Goes back and forth. That might change now, so bad. He's just camping in mid, isn't he? Assumption set up. Oh, maybe? Yeah, okay, he's getting secured.
you guys don't look at it.
An easy shot.
There's still a bounty rune up here, what the hell? Misha picks it up. I don't think the Slayer saw it. He could have probably snagged it as it stands. Might need some help so bad with the interception here. One stomp, two stomp, everybody stomp, avalanche towards disruption aggressively and make sure that there's no follow-up here. Still plenty of damage down for DPK. Actually get the kill instead. Assassination, so it's one nice way to just try and make sure that he can get something back out of this one. Behind the last is behind the nice, certainly behind the kill.
Well, at the very aren't gonna.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire's bottom tower.
But in spite of him staying alive, he has actually been the fastest hitting. Or in the top. At least Vega trades that.
About to show his face down bottom. Has his centaurs here with him. No? Well, he's been used to kind of being alone, but still being very cautious. So now, there it is. The center being channeled up. One stomp, two stomps inside the sandstorm. He's tanky, but not that tanky. So, well executed game. Start to be more active around the map.
Really great patient. His horses went twice already and then he's come back. He was really close.
Man up. Go further. Was it the Bale for second secure to put on the career? I would assume it is. Damage output is going to be through the roof.
For those things that maniacs, as long as you gameplay damage boost, sports can into the mid.
A scan from Radiant.
Here, they immediately find the automatic. One of these creeps will be taken out. It's only the Wild Wing. So bad, tossing around, securing the bouncer and Mural flows. Still alive though this time around. So bad. It's taking quite a few right clicks, but Slayer can't stick around. A little bit too many bodies there from Vega. Pure two of these bounty runes at top. Always want to fly an arc though. Get this. So 2 for 2 trade overall. No casualties. Poking and prodding.
Arrowing capital. Real from that.
He centaurs into a bar. Turns into a pub stomp. I'll work on that one though, but I think it was a good baseline.
Apart from the Dota joke, so the war stomp of
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
the delivery.
Radiant
Work on
just
the
fortified.
Best jokes are the ones can deliver them badly and it still works. It's bad. Anyway, Seki's there, wants to try and secure the tower. The arrow rounding that one. The last right click will go to him. So last year.
And meanwhile, his team is also being struck.
He's off alive though. Able to leverage the storms this time. One of them.
Smart move. Bad on bot.
Dire's top tower has some radiant-shaped problems.
Where they
Dire
are,
structures are
I
complete.
uncontested.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, even though the end went for the Midas, he's still being active because he has this extra pushing utility. You know, with all of this power together, it's a little bit tough to find an angle into this, certainly for the tier 1 tower in this safe lane like this. Throughout all of that, GPK, he was also hitting creeps, finishing up his own Midas. So, Squadron. Yeah, but they've got these items at the timings. Could very well work out for them.
Sad GP. Well,
As well for Iceberg. Know that, but now, oof. These Centaurs is dead. The second one as well. So. So bad. He has a haste rune again, doesn't he?
yep.
Dire's
How
top tower
dare
has radiant-shaped problems.
that defense? I like it. This is
Yeah. got the big old tree. I mean, prestige item is nice and all, but it has a sword, which is cool in its own right, but it's not. Last hero. 3 against 1, still doing a lot of damage just because Sandstorm might even get the kill. Oh, it's not fine. He does lead. Gets a bit of foul, but another multicast. Nope, you're still DED, dead. Hashtag growth. Meanwhile, mid tier 1 goes down, so yeah, I mean,
Dire's middle tower has
I
fallen.
don't think you're too mad. FlyToMoon, they just will take 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
This is very much. You've heard me talk about this dark space map before, right? When tier 1 towers go down, longer time to travel, more area for wards to go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So,
Illusion.
ideally, you have a hero that towers into last hero. Back.
Already there, ready to perhaps intercept him very, very slowly though, because homing missile, not exactly an infusion type stun. But perhaps a setup for the arrow, Slayer. Already up perfect in time, jump forward, and absolutely not alone. Does just to make sure, but strike out the low run. He's still alive actually here. Slayer forced to follow here with that call down, and ultimately it is enough. Flying with the demonic purge popping, able to secure the last hit.
Dire's top tower is under
Do not underestimate.
If you look at Radiant's bottom tower, there's a herd. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
200 health talent as well.
Dire's top tower has some radiant shaped props.
Yeah, all of that was fine for the rest of his course. I mean, PM continuously pushing hard past the relic, halfway towards the Radiance recipe.
Dire's
GPK
top tower is under attack.
is going through only 2 full Wraith bands, so it didn't go full that way. It's that Hurricane Pike straight up queued up, so defensive item,
I didn't know you could call a time
important for positioning. So
Did Radiant?
you guys getting there?
What is there? Well,
This is basically the same thing as on the previous tower clip where, yeah, sure, live, but can't contest. Blaming the enemy. FlyToMoon. Blind him. Rough because,
In the jungle?
well,
Is it tough?
behind them. I would like
is
Roshan to
Dire
stay
going to let that middle tower
house.
fall?
They're cut the mode like that at one point. See, that is the goal. Let's go again. Hello? Hello?
Last hero, they're making an attempt.
Alright, this goat is acting up again.
Jax thinks Radiant's
Try and
bottom
change
tower is
service.
about to fall. Can't say he's wrong.
Hello, hello?
Bullseye.
Yeah, I was on top of that. Once again, Discord's fault. Take no responsibility whatsoever. I mean, I literally can't do anything about it other than swap servers
No,
around
you
like a
can't.
madman and hope it fixes itself.
I can. FlyToMoon.
Yeah. It's Radiance, number 2 ults. Arrow finds a skeleton. It's a big disappointment. They didn't beat E-Ward, did they? No. Both the Observer Wards still very much standing, so this is not their jungle anymore. Straight up. It's Vega's
Why-
jungle right now.
Always want to fight place down.
Dire's
Lord of
middle
his own,
tower
but
is
it
under
works.
attack.
That.
It seems like the wrong type of game to try to try to play. Like, we've been singing Slayer's praises for the arrows, and he's hit a couple of good ones here. 5 assists, 100% kill participation if you want, but it seems a little bit too few still as he wants another one, but this time no follow-up of me. Especially considering that there's 2 Minexes on the other side.
It's actually very hard for.
Brother, where are you?
Who's asking?
Yeah, even though Flow
Dire's top tower has some radiant-shaped problems.
doesn't offer enough beef. Yeah, damage. Alright, now Iceberg working on
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gyro
Radiant structures are fortified.
farm speed.
Be some extra damage
Jax
output
thinks
in
Radiant's bottom
fight,
tower is about to fall. Can't say he's wrong.
Ooh, wow.
That's not the only one who is found apparently.
You know, that one stunned up, brought down GPK, trying to make a trade out of it. And they should be able to sniper a card in the front lines like this. They get out the arrow, actually still lands on Sanking. Meanwhile, so bad, running it always on the fly, but not quite enough burst. He'll be able to walk away for the moment, but TP through from us here at 30 seconds.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Weird bloodbath here across the map.
And it might not be over. So bad is he got hit by the rocket. Pass arc.
Is Dire going to let
Give
that?
his life to the other one.
Did Ark deny the bounty rune? I think he did, because it was not picked up by so bad. Oh, that feels bad. Also get to found the triangle now, so it's a gyrocopter ones, the classic ones. We'll just one of the versions really take advantage of that now. Berserk, but Iceberg gets BKB on this time. Dacio has a bit of trouble, finds the falls up down to the low gun. So a couple of reckless from Iceberg, but maybe decides to drop the hammer, and he does indeed. 28 in stacked up from the Warcocks. Single tanky hero. So HP works against you a little bit, but hey. Try to move. Starting to fight back. Establishing control over their own side of the mapping.
Where they really have the tools to act. Quite debate. GPK do not have the damage quality. As you can see by death for GPK is much more painful. Stacks it all. It hasn't been. If anything, Mika has been taken out of his junk.
Fine if you rely on heavily on that, but hey. The trade-off is you have a ginormous army of creeps fighting for you. Misha also finished up that helm, so 5 in total. One of them is not like the other, so you gotta be careful about that helm creep being out of money. That's it.
What I'd really like to see from Vega right they should be looking to establish after that.
Down. Kind of reveal his presence as a flying path. They're gonna be fine with just securing this immediate area. That being said, the burst strike goes in on Slayer, but he still sleeps. So if you just control this general area, all that last thing you need to do is kind of stand outside the pit. Still want to fight it. There's some vision in this between these trees. Dodging the arrow. There's so much joining in. Toss back. I don't always want to fly. So it's back forward. And you have to citizen up. Well, there it is. Iceberg helping out a little bit. And now the Chen army is still dead. Taken apart. Misha. All his uses in this fight can not pop it off, but either already used last hero. He's coming down in the same position, is he? With the arrow, short range from Slayer, but long range enough. Yeah, even dodges that freaking stun with the Moonlight Shadow. Now another toss back onto Arc from Sobad, just offensively this time. Trying to keep the rest of the heroes alive. The rest of the shots always going to fly because will finish him off, and Sobad in the front lines. This time there's heal. The hammer drops him right back down, super low again. The Flak Cannon looking to finish them off. 1, 2, 3, double kill for Flow. Ding, 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 indeed, as it's not even over yet. They want GPK, they're hunting. Did they realize that he's hiding in these trees, though? It does not appear so. Instead, Roche, what tower? What's the tower?
There's the tower for now, but one of the things you can do
It's not every day you get to see Radiant's
doesn't have damage. The backline, he had a nice high ground position, and he dealt nearly damage from stat, and that
Moon, not so much. I mean, this is where Arc starts to shine. I mean, if he does not get... if he just gets to run in, use the Black Cannon on everybody. Plus the Maelstrom now that he's added to his item set, so you're gonna get plenty of procs out of that.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Pretty damn good.
backs mowing down.
Especially impressive with his TI at ranged attack effect. Oh, Epicenter. Oh, they almost got bamboozled. They still might find the Ogre Magi, I bet. It's fine. Moonlight Shadow to try and protect him.
So bad's got another haste once.
Get it. I think they thought that Shadow Demon was real. Illusions timed out as he went. And they're still caught below, but of course a little tougher. Keen right now. It's gonna get even worse once he's 20, plus 40 strength. Quite a bit of health.
That FlyToMoon, that they are not bothering with DM too much. Go back to the right mind. Mostly defensive. So again, he is not dealing so much damage to the, even though he is ahead of Tire. FlyToMoon.
Invisibility.
Swan Gyrocopter. Adding even more mobility to the lineup. Be able to skip them. Try to get towards the snipe. I mean, that's gonna have to be the ultimate goal too, because even though Sniper's not doing too much damage right now, if the game goes on, eventually he will be able to. Being said, he still only has the BKB queued up, level 15 as well. 5 levels behind Upberg. Seem like his game right now. Maybe it's because he's not using the Midas, there's no creeps. Go, Midas one of these.
Well,
Can't, can you?
no. It is a little bit of a high-risk, high-reward strategy. If they jump forward and they don't back, they're going to be stuck in ton of a Wraith King down. And this Sand King has got the Sandstorm stuck in the middle of that. Copper Fire. Problem I see here that damage out about at its max.
FlyToMoon, I think Vega's spidey senses tingling, that can still be out. Two are hiding inside the trees.
You're not gonna get that. that's the one you've got left over. It's much like your master. Actually, part of it is looking.
Not so sure. Arc linking forward. FlyToMoon, they're kind of poking, prodding, get rid of this high ground vision. Treating on the top of the moon shadow. I'm not sure what that was about. Heroes was kind of poking forward, thinking about going in, but decided otherwise.
Not the real velocity. Sun is barely low. Without. It's not the biggest. That beacon.
But halfway there. For a while, meanwhile, Red King also has a beacon. They're setting in for long haul, but it looks of it.
How many consecutive 4 staffs on the sniper? I'm saying we're gonna say Pike himself and staff once by the Sand King.
Be interesting, wouldn't it? Just waiting for the Cat Pike and start back in, but for now that's my big number. So far with the price still alive, no one front here. They do get the bounty on so bad at least. And pretty sure Iceberg. Okay, he's stacking up int over on DM. Ultimate's still available though. Still not mana being burned, so he will return. No real casualties here on either side. Defense improvement against him. Two could set up for another burst strike, but work away. He's alive, so that was one of these weird engagements where both teams kind of just bounce off each other.
That was very risky. So,
Zero.
see,
All right,
sort of think about going in.
Scanning for enemies.
The ODS summon.
We get a fight recap with 0 gold change, 0 XP change on either side.
That's pretty.
I think the only reason it procs is because Wraith King ultimate procced.
I mean,
Otherwise
a
you would
lot of
probably
damage
want
was
to
dealt both ways. Out of the way.
Touched on this a little bit earlier though as well. FlyToMoon, they're having slight advantage here net worth wise. They're looking pretty scary themselves. X and OD. BKB as well, freshly finished up Gyrocopter, but you got that kind of matching them. At least as far as the end is concerned. The longer this game goes, the more you know, alright, eventually the sniper's gonna have that. Eventually it's gonna get almost impossible to push high ground into that without killing him off somewhere else first.
Yeah, but the same goes for a Gyrocopter. It's
Yep.
a pretty incredible element at the bar is that they don't have the damage to actually fight now. FlyToMoon is that Vega hasn't been able to handle it. They've had control half of the map for quite a while now.
The real question is, will this turn into another 80-minute game?
Well, what happened? Both of these lineups,
Radiant's bottom tower is under Radiant.
both of them have a bit of a support style, alternate war style. Both so bad and start becoming real players.
Getting a bit tense.
Radiant's
Especially after this last game, Vega. I don't think they want to be getting into a situation where they somehow just lose. with Limitar. And he's just going in. Never mind. He wanted to the south. Created to see for themselves. Arc pops a big heavy, and now he's starting to fight. But it's only DM in front who still has his ultimate. Iceberg crossing another big heavy. He's slowed down now with the Shadow Demon ult. Blink forward. That Shadow allows him to retreat. Alright, bunch of spells being cast, cooldowns being used, always want to fly. Looks like we're gonna have an actual killing, maybe not just yet though. And now, Hectic turns around, Red King healed up. Poyas uses another multicast, not enough damage. He always want to fly those. GPK of his own BKB starts to blink away. Another blink, another setup here onto a big tanky ogre. Every enemy channel up to help secure this kill. The spiral comes through, so this time some actual blood being spilled. The Moon losers of this engagement.
That was the debut out for Iceberg as well, but I think they really deal as much. Not only did he come back into the fight later with a big hammer drop, but he didn't actually have a group of 8 after that fire.
He's gonna come back. Olga was also by back. It's actually going in. I can still go salmon. Last rocket, not quite enough to reach up GPK to BKB. Should keep him safe against this rocket. And that's the M with the ultimate for the timed arrow here, but nice little talk makes him so bad, making sure that the M stays alive. He might have given up his own life for it out with a counter blink, but the M, he wants the revenge here. Blink and form. Again, the BKBs from both sides. Make it a little bit awkward last hero. Thinking about, right, can I find a way back in here maybe with a burst strike if they group up too much?
What is it? GPK already spent his BKB escaping there.
Bid farewell, Dyer's
And oh,
Way behind this.
Look at top.
What? Oh. Oh, okay. That's something. That's the end. Kind of low. Doesn't look the ultimate tradable though. Pop it again to get the floor, of course. Now just get a multicast, but hey, Delusions working quite well against him. Still have to blink after the re-encounter. And that's max level, of course, so be back available in 30 seconds. It's such an odd game still.
very, very awkward fights. I realize that without his ultimate, he doesn't really have the punching power to see to side and so risky. To have so bad tossing out their targets, Misha he
Dire are scanning for enemies. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Smoked under a ward though, so FlyToMoon know exactly what's going on. Caught out Slayer, low in a good position to break it. The enemy frontline so kinda hard to initiate on me. It's so bad, different story though. He's kinda low, always on the fly as well. This time gets nuked down by the sniper Arc. The deal with a finish up. Yeah, he's actually blinking in. Now he gets a stack. Before the BKB can come through on GPK, he cannot be in this fight anymore. Slayer trying to hunt him down as Lazio try to get another one. Misha falls. GPK as well. He tried to TP out, but it was too much damage. The arrow almost catching Lazio. Just gonna be the rocket, but that's more than enough. 3, 4 heroes down with Misha even buying back into this. This time the Hex worked wonders. He got the hits in onto GPK. He was not part of this fight at all. Was he?
I think he got too old. So far, trying to chase the skill, especially after DM already done the. Yeah, they overextended, left their sniper. Hard to move down some.
Jumped quite a little bit. 13k. Extended a little bit further. There's still a tier 1 in it, so it should be free money. Still the fact that, I mean, it's still a little bit annoying though that tier 3 went down to 3. It's questionable whether Vega can make it to the other side of the map to actually take advantage of it and bring down these right, but it's possible, right?
I'm honestly of the opinion that they
Regenerate.
sense that they
Radiant's
don't
top tower
exactly.
is under attack.
Their win condition not just okay. Beat FlyToMoon in a straight attack. They don't have that. They threaten the shrines, perhaps gets back and hit the hide it. Fight like that. Last tower.
The first strike. Free money for GP.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
Of course, there's also the added possibility that it still took a lot of towers. Blessing, but we have to find
The Avalanche is also down. Probability and just using that gem to get rid of whatever what's Vega might have.
Do Radiant want their middle tower to fall?
It is FlyToMoon who are just establishing control. Is trying to lock Vega in their base at least to continue out farming, and yeah, that 13k lead all of a sudden it's 17k as they get rid of the last of these allocated hours. Did translate into the Eye of God for Gyrocopter 3.5k gold. Pittsburgh, Refresher Orb, look at that.
sitting on about 60 gold. I'm not surprised this at all.
If one hammer's not enough, just roll in the second one, you know.
If he gets to use both of them, I have
Don't
no
look
doubt
too
that
scared of Radiant's top tower.
honestly, the first hammer is that.
He does get to stack up a little bit. What does he have right now without stack? Still 170 something. Pretty good.
And also still swapping his time with my decision. Optimizing even further. Even though he is at the top.
Not by too much, I mean. They're with him. Squadron Mjolnir plus BK, plus buyback still available. Okay. Quite there yet, I don't think. Mjolnir is the damage item.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So he has a rest sitting in the backpack, but he's Scotty queued up.
Shrapnel!
I feel like he's a bit behind. That's not okay. FlyToMoon just gonna force something here. Right in front of that Aegis. Why the hell not? So bad. Two spells. Last hero down half. More or less. Once cast coming through, but there's the initiation for VM. Trying to make a play on Arc, and defensive disruption delays a little further. But there is Iceberg with hammer initially. Another one. He's just trying to bust on sniper initially. Well, he still gets it. No harm, no foul. But hey, DM coming back. BKB just to run away for the time being. It has buyback available, but until just now, the tower is still very much alive, and a lot of damage being done though to the Wraith King. Once again, Soul Catch helping them set up for that secondary kill. The tower go down now. The catapult certainly helping out the glyph. A little bit too late. Lay that one properly. Want to defend this one here, but can they find an angle? Like, oh god, he's just going in. He doesn't care. He without the agency, just starting to do damage here. Another arrow follow up over the Sanking. Soul Catcher makes them maybe think twice, but biggest squadron, they're gonna have to come in. All of this did though. Force out a buyback, but also secured the racks. And now if they can get out, FlyToMoon. Well, they've certainly done something here. Man.
Very tightly X.
Dire's middle tower is
The
under
X jump from Arc to.
Knows.
But I mean, he knows if he's got this BB on, GPK is not going to be hitting him. He's running away. That is basically all of their damage right now. Tiny has one.
Shadow, take us.
GPK is bugged out. Oh, he was bugged out. But he was stuck in the stunned animation while he was last. Shit. That's all good now.
Is it
But, well, at least on the technical side, game-wise, Vega, they're in a tougher position than before. FlyToMoon 6k advantage. And, I mean, there's no way that Vega can pull off that again. I mean, there was still not even a successful defense.
Dire's bottom tower is under
and they
attack.
spent both of their big buybacks there.
Yeah.
The last hero. Sand Kings around all are powerful. Don't skip.
Not ahead, you're going to die very quickly if you do go in, so you don't have these follow burst strikes. So, just the ability to keep setting up for more and more kills.
Haunting flow to come. Yeah, they actually are.
Just outside of vision here, just Tio will perhaps reveal himself and okay. Well, nice idea actually, just going in with the Orient missile. As he reveals himself on the last hit. Or right click. Quite the quick thing TP. Still wait for the dunk though. Look at this. There's a Hex by the way. Oh no, Raid King! That's gonna be so nice. Oh, goes in with those Hex of his own. No big damage being done here. All our heal, they say, is they're backing off Vega in a good position. Well, they've used a bit of their initiation already. It's gonna
I
call
saw
it
another
quits.
blink from Mark, and for a second there I thought he cut in 10.
Yeah, I know. You blink the other way, thankfully. But hey, at least a few right clicks for ulti. Huge commitment, no big cooldown.
I gotta say, a lot of
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Selfish.
Probably still sending a message to Vega, you know, it's like, hey, if you want to leave your base, you're gonna be in danger, no matter what happens. Eventually, things will lead into a kill, which can easily snowball. But is involved. She's got boots of travel. At this point, he's much more to scale.
I'd say this is
also went for the extra bloodlust XP instead of the strength, so he's not worried about dying at all. He's just concerned with giving his core some more and more attack.
Flow's not
That's true. With Solar Crest, he's maybe he's jealous of Flow being so helpful. You know, okay, that double smoke, classic, unnecessary, but sure how much not.
And we've seen this. They've had vision established on the. So now Vega think it's safe, but it's not.
So that finds a blink though. Okay, he's just going right for the fountain. Maybe that's a little bit too deep. He does have the Aegis toss back into the fountain. Gets a few hits in. Not too many though. Gets some steam. Gets to get some kills. There's no more racks to take. Yeah, he wants to trigger to save this, but he can't. Instead, loses his ultimate. Look away. Wait half a minute or so until that becomes available. That didn't quite work out the way that fight would.
So bad was so fast. They nearly got Arcadura extremely compromising.
He got himself into that position, right? So far, but
The backlines, right?
I guess that's why you want to blink, you know. Ghost Scepters, mates everywhere. Last hero stunned up. Meanwhile, I'll take a bit of damage. What the hell? Double hammer being dropped. Sniper's dead. He doesn't buy that. No D. Just following Ark's example. Just say, yeah. Just blink in front of the fountain. That's where they are. Press all your buttons.
It's exactly what it's like. Using the item that
They have to somehow at the end on Soulcatcher, Hex follow-up. He's going down. He will be back in a second. But it has popped the BKB once again defensively. Ark still kept alive. Glim Caves 4 stops. Gas forward here from Flo. And what the hell happened to Zenki? He's dead. Rax last hero back into this to try and slow this down as much as they can. Make a mistake. This second set of racks. He's gone now on the next one. Iceberg, Blink, Hex, couple of right clicks, Ark, Dota. He's just having the time of his life right now. The arrow hinges that last hero in the fountain. And they want to bring him down. They will be able to. Way too much damage. I think this one is done and dusted as well. Still 30 seconds on Sniper. GG, well played, FlyToMoon. He pulled on ahead 2-1 the scoreline in his best of 5 grand finals.
What an upset that would be. After 4 of dominating, you're at the bracket. Else you're like, bracket to
Team ban.
Just who will Dire ban? What's Radiant's ban plan anyway? Dire should pick now.
Yep. Perfect time. Just wait for a second.
It's Radiant's turn.
Only half a second.
Mariska has arrived. It's Radiant's pick.
Shadow Demon.
Little fruit fly. Oh, annoying. Grab it.
10 seconds. It's Dire's turn to pick.
It's coming down to this. Map number 4. A bit of a discussion about that, but that's beside the point. We are here. One game away, FlyToMoon, to take the series, take the win. Biggest chunk of the prize pool here in the Loot.Bet. They have been on point today. Bigger Squadron, not so much. They have to turn things around, they have to change something. And Kips,
5 seconds.
what should that be? I mean, it has to start with a draft, right?
It definitely starts with the draft, and Vega Squadron also start here with
Just who will
Dark Willow. Love this. There is the Chen though. I was saying maybe you need to change that plan, but Misha, and it often also matters, right? Like, you need your captain to be comfortable in a bad game in order to
10 seconds.
otherwise you get these situations where
5 seconds.
court is behind. Cores don't make any tempo because pressure in
It's
their back
Radiant's
like
turn to ban.
behind is full. You know what? I might personally say that much. I get it.
It's always nice to have because the more comfortable you are on a hero, the less you have to think about what you do on that hero throughout the game, because it's more ingrained in you because you practice,
10 seconds.
which gives you more time, especially as a captain, to look at the map
5 seconds.
to decide, all right, this is probably what FlyToMoon is up to, this is our response, and this is what we should be focusing on. Quite important to have this mental capacity really available.
I'm
But hey,
pretty sure that Misha, he doesn't count sheep.
that's pretty nice. But hey, one hero though, on the other side that we have not seen today, Mars. It does make an appearance for FlyToMoon after all.
Strong melee always gets
10 seconds.
out of his 1v1.
5 seconds.
Squadron, you I do have the choice
It's Radiant's turn to ban.
Mars first. Get Dark Willow out of the way. Get actually of Mars as well as running him out of his own bramble made hard for him.
10 seconds.
Power. Her cooldowns
5 seconds.
is why that makes sense.
Each other, it's a little bit more iffy.
It's Radiant's.
That's actually a very important
Dire's
thing,
pick
because
now.
Mars, a lot of his momentum that he's building is on the back of him being able to actually combo. I mean, it's not the longest cooldown in the world, certainly not once you level it up, but level 1 still 90 seconds, which, if you waste it, it's a bit of extra breathing space for the other side. Of course, your own item progression is a little bit slower if you don't get a kills.
10 seconds.
Thing worth keeping in mind, but once again, FlyToMoon, they trust in the Arc Gyrocopter as well. Well, it's certainly a core that should match up quite nicely with the pace that the Master.
Gyrocopter.
It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Praise King.
Guess we're good. I know that this. They have a tri-lane ready. And the truth is that Gyrocopter absolute, but Mars to deal.
10 seconds.
Hey,
5
but also, as we saw in that last game, you can just make illusions of the Wraith King that are critting him right, but most importantly that the Radiance, you get a freebie. The Wraith King ends up build again. Yeah.
Call that one right now.
Yeah.
Although I must say,
Again, not to mention the Soul Catcher. Very, very powerful to have a Shadow Demon in this day and age, especially tanky melee strength carries. To rely on a health pool to just be able to go in, tank spells, and
I want
It's
to point
Dire's
out
turn to
though,
pick.
Vega has
be
backed
now.
out.
Oh, crack! Come.
I was building up
Do
to this, you
believe my
know.
audio's a bit messed.
Oh no, this went full again. Here I was
10
building up
seconds.
into I said, they banned here, Mirana.
5
Little do they,
seconds.
there's the other classic.
It's looking spicy. It's looking spicy.
I don't know who that was, but they get the MVP award. Last year's had a very diverse. I'm gonna go for true classic Vega draft again. Doom is still available. Tanky. Big spell to just.
What's Radiant's ban plan anyway?
Imber Spirit.
It's the. Yeah,
10
all of the
seconds.
heroes bully him out of lane are not actually
5 seconds.
now. I haven't seen anyone drop an Ursa. Wow,
See?
they didn't
They
even
came
do
back.
that anymore back when Ursa. Guys in the
Just who?
going to. Whoa, this flying around the map. Team fight while not actually having.
It's Dire's turn to pick. It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds.
That, but in these days with the Aghanim Shaker bouncing around territory, so little engagement call. You have to rely on a blink.
Alchemist. Choose your hero.
Alk. just have to say, I really love these lineups. Ark, who's clearly an aggressive player, and Iceberg. Yeah, Alchemist. Those little walk right into the amount of gold that you're going to popping up. Surreal. That was off stream. I was like, oh man, have you ever seen this? Well, guess what, T-Drop, we're gonna see that.
It's looking spicy. It's looking spicy.
脸都秀完了。哎，队友呢？
队友嘞？
哎，队友呢？队友呢？
스캔 돌려야 스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
Birthday on Christmas. That's sad. Well, I thought they might get a Misha? I don't know whatever fight Gyro. Look at all of damage. Why would you do that to yourself? You know.
Okay, make with the killing.
Can I high five? They totally high five. Very nice of you. Okay, obviously we established that.
You have been denied.
And then on the top lane, such classic, Vega tri lane. FlyToMoon. Ah, good. Here. It's hard though, they'll always prefer. Meantime, slow.
Stay down.
Well, last hero has been hiding in the... But I guess he cannot just...
Comforting rule of a generation.
Is Vega going to let that middle tower fall?
Well, now, GK, don't be so overly... It's just an alchemist. You know you're gonna be behind and go...
Dyer's middle tower is having a bad day.
I think that the alchemist's high requirement is going to be unlikely with iceberg. Fragile character. Said it is Vega. Look at how we got it.
스캔 돌려야 돼요.
Rocket drive.
스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
Oh, yeah. It's, like barrage as well. Heal up and close.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fly already made.
I'll help my weak and puny allies where I can.
스캔 돌려야 돼요. 스캔 돌려야 된다고요. 스캔 돌려야 돼요. 스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
Grab a creep. 2 seconds. Low. I'm fine. He's gonna just. That'd be nasty. And I was hoping to get his sick off of that properly. Because there were so many. Well, he had to. Barely level.
Regeneration!
Alchemist does not actually armor, but for him, he's classy. Easily. should just on the ascent board up on means that Low is dying now. He can't even come into the ward. He needed to get vision uphill for his own ward.
Do Radiant belong to their middle tower?
And he put his own ops after.
That's what you get for running!
And over here, Radiant's top tower. About to fall. Radiant's top
Quiet,
tower is under
because
attack.
last hero can't really ask for help
The rune of illusion.
after, well, everything that's going on in the... Why? Sure, that's I'm hungry.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
I gotta say though that no way that
Look too scared of Radiant's top tower. Radiant's top tower is falling.
tower aggro selfing up.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
I'll repeat, this is the way you can make it work. Mark hasn't left
The rune of haste.
on last hero.
Bonded, you and I.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire.
Yeah, he got the force blood actually. Oh, very clever.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Both and then. That
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall? A scan from Radiant.
he has been buying only a lot harder for him. Bassi have a lot of cognitions.
Trickster's rune
After
of
that,
illusion.
just bracer it off and like.
Unstoppable! Just in Radiant's ultimate
Well, hey,
tower.
that wasn't last hero. Wasn't last hero. That was an arc kill. The fact that they down this top tower early,
If you're looking
that
for Radiant's
Arc
bottom
can't
tower,
exactly go for this trade right
is
now.
Dire going to let that middle tower
Like
fall?
I'll scatter your bones.
Dire's top tower is
Scan
about to
tornado!
fall.
스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
Very deep. Know that
Radiant's middle tower is
FlyToMoon
under attack. Dire's top tower has some Radiant ship problems.
But I guess the been there for that reactions map. They are last year.
Dire's
They
middle
are
tower
taking-
is under attack.
Oh. Dang it, last year. Why are you gonna embarrass me? That queued up for 5 minutes. I wanted to talk about it for 5 minutes. Well, that's an... Sir. Yeah. Ian has to get
Dire's top
his
tower
own
has
radiant.
some Radiant ship problems.
So there they go.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, but I think right there we saw a demonstration why it hasn't exactly been
Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. Can't say he's wrong.
스캔 돌려야 돼요. 스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
Side at them. I'm surprised. They're actually getting so bad. Come forward too far. Oh my. Lord, on top of that, that's just adding in. Park. Yeah. Oh, he wanted that. Look at that.
Middle tower is having a battle. Killing spree!
Now, I'm sorry, Kiki. I just wanted to say that Ark even switched his Aghanim into his backpack for that healing accident. Oh my. Alright, maybe we should FlyToMoon. 1410. Okay, in spite of having not damage to him. Low, for example, he is actually very about last hero got killed about times. So Vega would be playing a pretty full solar effect. Overplay. No, I think what he saw is that he has a concoction. There was a rocket on GPK as well. He might have just thought that no way that this guy can press enough buttons at the right time to get out of this, but as it turns out, overextends. We've seen that before the start of this. They still have the Aegis in
Do
himself
Radiant want their middle tower to fall?
in the bottom lane. I don't think FlyToMoon is. Truth be told, don't have any reason to.
Radiant just fortified. Radiant top tower
Ark
is
hasn't
under
died a
attack.
single time.
Radiant denied their middle tower. Look at Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
Vega
The flames rush forth.
No. Vega don't quite have the items yet.
Oh, and there's all
Lost fight. Those are up. Keep on fighting the same. Once those hard to go up. I
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's looking spicy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
that's it. That's it. We'll gladly take. Oh my
Such an honest legend. And from Radiant.
Trying to bait them to stay longer, making fast pony. They had to come.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Easy action done. Finds always wide. Shows off how powerful. He went toe to toe there. Level 17 M. Got out of that. At this point, Iceberg is final form.
Maybe I'll have a nap.
After that, probably start swapping out these boots. My items. So, as much as it that gold just crowding around, he also hit a power spikes already. Hasn't been
Jax
quite.
thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. Radiant's
It
bottom
could be a lot
tower
worse.
has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to fall. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has some radiant
Already,
shit.
and also making sure that no more life steal.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is
was the moment on the bot lane. Link dagger. Because Iceberg was in the tier 3s.
Is Dire going to let
Yeah,
that
exactly.
middle tower full?
Very rough. Problem is that if FlyToMoon was can't gambling.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
I am
Oh, you thought you were winning?
Let's go. Give it. Twice. Shame on you.
And over here, Radiant's top tower. What can I say? Radiant's top tower is low.
Yes.
buff on melts to
Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's middle tower is under
been a
attack.
while.
Radiant's
Start plotting. We have revenge tonight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's back. worth it. You go high ground.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Bad got split out. Dark Willow.
Ним в начале этого файта, то, может быть, тут FlyToMoon могли бы начать очень классную драку.
Вполне возможно. И, ну...
疯狂的往这个炼金的脸上冲，冲到脸上就没。
Scanning for enemies.
There is a hero for them. Can just stand on the high ground and pop. They not anyone who has to actually walk all the way to
Dire's top shrine is under attack. Dire's top shrine is falling. No more healthy dumps for Dire. Dire's top barracks doesn't exist yet.
It's hard to see it out here. Try and they don't exactly have. way, it's a fight on the map as well, and they have buyback on stage. But they're also going to question, can they get our turn?
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire just
I doubt buyback is used,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
especially not with. Why would you not? Is GM who is still holding card. Meanwhile,
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
he could hold of me. 5. Probably if you go remnant charge.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Never refuse good. Just try me. I must have them all.
Oh, and that was so close.
Where's my pension?
I do think that it was too hard for damage, just like this on the backline. He doesn't have much of a choice. If he goes in there, well, there's he knows that it. Well, it's more like dessert by now. It is, but he got one hit. No racks left. They're up against
too scared of Radiant's top tower.
Here's the good ammo.
still up. That would be one of the bigger comebacks I've seen. And can I get a shot at this rush if Iceberg really doesn't want it? Well, you know what, with all of these rockets on it feels like a meme, right? 300 missile charges, but
Radiant
Iceberg once again gets caught in the middle. Beautiful Aegis seal. In the meantime, look at the creeps in the dire
Dire's bottom shrine is fallen.
Time to run them down.
are still in it. I am kind of in disbelief right now. There's not many buybacks on either the dire right now.
What a bounty! More of you.
Focusing on alive as possible. Items on so bad now. Tight. Buybacks. You know, I have the new creep back on as well. They're very damage output so bad, he could barely satanic suit. But doesn't even have the attack. I imagine that, especially after that, I'm not sure the correct choice. Got an aim in the terror, but can't help but wonder. You know? Yeah. Well, the Dark Willow's oh, he switched it down. So bad, you coward.